You look great.
Feel
nice
great.
Jacket. If I wore a jacket like that, I feel like I'd be mocked and beaten immediately.
Well, you know.
Where do you get a jacket like that?
I don't know. I
You
just
don't know.
liked it and picked it out and said, I got to put it on. It's me, man.
Did you go to the store or somebody brought it
Somebody
to you?
brought it to me.
That's how your life is. People bring you clothes.
Yeah, yeah.
And you say yes, yes, no, no, no.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great, but it's true.
Do you look at the tags to see how much they are?
Yes.
How much was that jacket?
I don't want to say.
You know, after wearing it, you could probably just give it right back to them and have them put it up.
Well, you know, some of my kids may not go to college, but, you know, that's okay. No.
When you were younger, you'd wear the big gold chains and stuff like that. What becomes of that stuff?
You know what? I still have a lot of my jewelry.
You do?
Still have, yeah, I still have. I started to wear my Cool J ring tonight, but I figured the jacket, it
Might be too much,
Yeah.
You have that giant ring.
I have quite a few of them, and I have one. And I just, you know, I have them in safe places, but I have a lot of my jewelry. You know, we used to go to this guy named Manny back in the days, then Tito, and then ultimately Jacob, that a lot of people heard in the song.
Manny, Tito, Jacob.
Yeah, it was.
What, was Manny mad when you went to Tito, and then Tito when you went to Jacob?
Probably.
Yeah, right.
Probably.
And what makes you go from one to the other? Isn't jewelry?
Good deals.
Good deals, I see.
Good deals.
I see.
Very simple. You know what I mean? Still blue collar, baby. Still blue collar.
Will you leave that to your kids, that jewelry, or will you eventually put it into some kind of a museum or something like that?
You know, that's an interesting question.
Thank you.
You know, yeah, that was compelling. It was really compelling. Compelling material. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, we'll see. I might, you know, leave it to charity and leave a ha-ha joke at the end. I don't know. It's no telling. But so that would be funny. I left everything to charity, and I love you guys. LOL. You know what I mean? No,
Are you still a Knicks fan, being from New York?
You know what? I love the Knicks, but, you know, I remember being in Jezebel's as a little kid, a restaurant in New York. It was like a soul food joint. And I remember, you know, they were down, they had Chicago down 3-0. I forget the year, but it was the year they had Chicago down.
Ewing was there?
Pat walked in, he had the suit on, he's tall, he's looking amazing, it's unbelievable. I'm like, yo, Pat, you guys gonna take it? You're gonna take the chip? You gonna do this? He's like, ain't gonna be no three-peat. So I put my heart and soul in, I put my heart and soul into it. Man, Jordan came back and hit him up 4 times, 4 games in a row. I was sick. So after that, I've just kind of honestly been a fan of individual players. You know, I do like the Knicks, don't get me wrong, but I'm a fan of individual players because I appreciate excellence. And I just can't ride with like consistent bad decisions. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you have no...
I'm just being honest. You know?
Right. So you have deep in your heart, you have love for the Knicks.
Come on, deep in my heart, I'm the most New York guy in the world, but at the same time, I need them to win. Like, I need you to win.
It has been a long time.
I need you to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
So do you root for Golden State now? They win all the time. No.
I mean, I like Golden State. I like a lot of the players. Like I said, individual players. So
who's your favorite on Golden State?
I mean, you know, Steph is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I think what Draymond brings to the team, the energy Draymond brings is important. Obviously, you know, KD came later, but, you know, he still matters. He's a big piece of that, the current puzzle, the 2 championships they got with him. You know what I'm saying? But I like players in general. I like Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of players out there that I like that are just not in it right now.
Did you ever in the old days hang out with any of the players? Like, was that, like, do you have a guy that was a good friend that you
I had a lot of friends. I have a lot
with?
of friends in the league. And obviously, you know, with me being involved with the Big Three, a lot of those guys are still, Big Three is the Ice Cube, the league that Ice Cube started. All of the retired ball players.
Right.
So I'm friends with all of them. You know, I used to hang out with, you know, Oakley and, you know,
in Queens, Adidas were the big thing, you know,
Yeah,
Run
they were.
DMC, and then you showed up and you said, you know what, I'm wearing Jordans on the cover of my album. Did Michael ever take note of this? Thank you, mention it to you, any of those things?
He never cut me a check.
He never cut you a check.
No. But you know what? I just loved it. You know, he was a rookie when I did. When that album came out, Michael Jordan was a rookie.
Wow, you picked the right horse.
Yeah. Those were the first Jordans, the first year that they came out.
These are the ones that enabled you to be upside down. This is like a
Yeah.
Lionel Richie dancing on the ceiling type scenario you had going on here.
Exactly.
I don't know if you saw this, but Magic Johnson, he actually posted this on Twitter. He went to a costume party. He said that had so much fun dressing up, I was trying to get my LL Cool J on.
I love that. I love that.
I think that's kind of cool.
I love it. I love it. Come on. Come on. Yo, I mean, you know,
He's got the Kangol hat, but he's wearing glasses. I think he might be confusing you with DMC a little bit.
No. I wore glasses. You can find some pictures with me with glasses.
With those kind of glasses?
He's one of the greatest ever. I mean, what am I gonna say? That's one of the greatest players ever. You know what I mean? He's giving me love. What am I? It's Magic Johnson, baby.
It is totally
I'll tell you
Magic
what, next
Johnson.
party, I'm gonna dress up like him, all right?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll return the favor.
Short shorts, though. You got to do the very short Lakers shorts.
Hot. That's gonna be hot.
Oh, yeah.
Leg day.
Showtime
Leg day,
stuff.
showtime.
Just a hint of testicle is all we need to see. Be a great album title.
Oh,
you
a
know?
hint of testicle?
A hint of testicle, yeah.
Yo, I got the new album. We're dropping a new album this week. Hint the testicle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We got promotional shorts. We're giving out promotional shorts on the corner. You know, the guys spinning the shorts on the corner, throwing them on and taking them off and spinning them.
I love it. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I like it.
We came across a photograph. I want to ask you about this. 30 years ago, this shot was taken. Put that up on the screen, will you? Okay. You went to the Ivory Coast to do a concert and in Africa, and what was this like, this event? It was a huge concert, right?
I mean, yeah, it was a huge concert. I went to Grand-Bassam in Abidjan, in what used to be the Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire. And when I was there, they had a big ceremony and gave me a name and crowned me a king in that village.
Do you remember your name that they gave you?
Kwasi Achibru.
Kwasi Achibru.
It means strong man born on Sunday, because I was born on a Sunday.
How'd they find that out?
I told them. I told them I was born on Sunday.
Okay,
we'll go with that.
Strong man born on Sunday.
So it was.
Do you keep in touch with these guys?
I don't, but we did a lot of stuff for the village and donated, different things, and it was just an unbelievable experience, just being there. We had a big concert.
With Kool in the gang, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of Kool, LL and Kool in the gang. That is a huge thing, yeah.
You know what? I'm just following the blueprint. Just following the blueprint.
What an amazing life you've had.
I'm very grateful.
Now, you have this show, Lip Sync Battle, which is very, very popular. Yeah. You have the weirdest matchup of all time on any show in any arena coming up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so. I want you to say it.
You have Jason Schwartzman, the actor.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. Against Big Bird from Sesame Street.
That's right. That's right.
How did Jason get selected for what I'm certain is a losing battle? There's no way he beats Big Bird. Nobody beats Big Bird.
Jason was game, but we wanted to do something fun. And so, we got Big Bird, and Big Bird came out, and, he has a big entourage.
Big Bird?
Yeah, he has a big Bird, big entourage. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have a conversation with Big Bird?
Plenty of it. And he's a 9-foot 10-year-old.
Yeah,
very
right.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, he's a 9-foot something.
I think he's like 4 years old, isn't he? Or is he 10 years old?
I think he's 10 years old.
Oh, he's 10 years old.
I want to say he's 10, unless he,
I don't know. You probably know. You know him. I don't really.
No. Don't give me the line. I don't think Big Bird lies, so,
Yeah, no, Big Bird would never lie.
Big Bird would never lie.
No. Who's your favorite Sesame Street character? Let me guess. Hold on. I'm going to guess that it's Cookie Monster.
You're absolutely right.
Is it?
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Because I was sitting there in Queens hungry, and I can relate to that. I'm like, yo, you're getting all them cookies in here. Get Oreos, eat Cool J cookies up bad.
I'm very proud of myself right now. It's always great to see you. Lip Sync Battle, Thursday nights, 10 o'clock on Paramount
Absolutely.
Network. LL Cool J, everybody.
No doubt.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and I am not allowed to eat this cookie until you click the subscribe button. So please click now. I'm hungry.